Alright guys, well welcome to week 8 of the Deer Ready series. We're going to be sharing again, as we always do, what we've learned from the past week's hunts and what the future week has to hold for us. So let's get right into it as the Deer Ready series starts right now. Alright guys, well as I said, it's the Deer Ready series. It's week 8. Hard to believe we are in the final days of the archery season here in Pennsylvania, and it's crazy. It's been a long, hard season, and we're thankful that we're able to get a couple tags punched, but we're going to share with you a hunt coming up soon that I had. I'm not going to go too much into it, but if you've been following us on social media, you'll see that I did punch a tag already this season, and I've got plenty of doe tags left. Now, it's Thursday morning. Ned shared with us his Deer Ready series last evening. I should be on my way to New York, but I've been sick, and I'm just getting on some medicine now and getting over that. So I'm actually going to be heading out today, a little bit later this morning, to just take a walk with the shotgun, try my hand at a little pheasant hunting without a dog. Sadie's getting too old to take her. She'll do it, but then she'll be down for the count for 2-3 days, and I don't want to put her through that stress. And David's hunting, so to take Tucker, we'll wait for David. But I may get out for deer this evening, but I'm definitely going to hunt deer all day tomorrow, try and punch another doe tag. I know David's heading out this evening, and hopefully tomorrow evening. Tomorrow's the last day of archery season here in PA, so you know, we're going to see what happens. We've had a pretty busy weekend this past weekend. This past Sunday was the first Sunday for Sunday hunting in PA for the 3-weekend stretch. I was able to, you know, get out Saturday morning and hunt all day Saturday, and had a successful hunt, and we're going to be sharing that video with you really soon. But let's go see what Ned has to say about his past week and the days ahead, and we'll be right back.
All right, folks, last week of archery here in PA, and our last Deer Ready series for archery season. So last week, November 8th and 9th, I hunted, and since the videos didn't come out yet, I'm not going to tell you too much, but I saw some bucks. I got 2 I call spiking buttons, keep coming every time I rattle, followed by a nice 8-pointer who keeps staring at me from across the food plot about 50 yards away. So one day I was down here spiking buttons, walked right around me and right underneath me, literally right underneath me. I couldn't even get the camera down at an angle to see buttons walk by. And I decided it was a nice day. I'm staying for a while, and I got down at 10 o'clock and packed up and went up to the middle stand, figuring that since they're not down here in the thick stuff, they might be up in halfway up the mountain. So I packed up, walked up there. I'm still here, so I didn't die. And took a wide loop into the middle stand, because over on the far side, about 50 yards away from it, is some thick pines, and occasionally deer bed in there. So I get up into the middle stand, get all settled in, rattle. 2 minutes later, deer comes out. I look at it, it's Spike. Spike whacks right underneath me, right by me, 15 yards away, eating acorns for about 10 minutes. Decides to sit down and take a nap. He sat there for almost an hour and was out for 25-30 minutes. I mean, curled his head back and took a nap. Cool video, but I wanted to go up there and rattle a little bit and make some noise. So then we go to Monday this week. Come back down here to the killer food plot, and I rattle again, you know, about 7:15, something like that, and I believe Spike and Buttons showed up again. And then that 8-pointer I was just talking about shows up through the food plot again, looking for something. So what I did yesterday while I was working, in between working, should I say, is I got my decoy / target, calling him Seth, put some new legs on him. Don't look too close, but got some real shed antlers that I found years ago and screwed him into the head, and there's a tail on it. Put it right there. And rattled this morning because I heard something down in the thick. Just light rattle, and the next thing you know is a little spike, and the 5-pointer from 2 weeks ago came through over there and walked around the food plot, saw Seth right about there, and then first one came through was Spike. He came right around and came right down here, but then the 5-pointer, dude, this body, the body on this 5-pointer, I texted Dennis, I think he was 200 pounds. He was huge. But he didn't have any brow tines. And it was 3 on one, 2 on the other. Yeah, it's legal, but you know, kind of kicking myself, but kind of not. I'm not a trophy hunter. I don't need a 140, but I was thinking he just needs another year, you know. He had that baby face we'll go with. But he fluffed up and came right around right in here, got to right there, and if you remember, at 15 yards, I missed earlier. And then walked right by Seth right there, and then went back at it around. And then they both just walked off. And that's my week so far. Hunted Monday, Wednesday. No, what's today? I don't even know what today is, whatever it is. And then I'm going out Friday, that's the last day. So, I'll see what happens. Thanks for watching.
All right, so you can see Ned continues to be covered up in deer. And he's had many chances. Obviously, got that shot at that one nice buck, and his peep was turned. But Ned, you gotta let it go. You're getting down to the wire here. It's right now Thursday. Tomorrow's the last day, buddy. That big, huge 5-pointer comes through. Let him have it, okay? And guys, one of the things we've been talking about the last couple weeks is we are hunters first, and we're cameramen second. And yes, we've got a YouTube channel, we've got social media, we try to film all of our hunts and bring you as much as the action and the footage as we possibly can to really tell a story. But sometimes telling that story has to do with not getting some of the action on film because we can't move and we can't turn the camera because the deer sneak up on us. And that's the case down on our farm when we're hunting up against the interstate. We can't hear anything. And if you watch a lot of the episodes where I'm up there hunting or David's up there hunting, you know, we talk about that. We love our farm. You know, we grew up on that farm, but we hate sitting by that interstate because we're used to being able to hear deer coming and be ready. And that's what you should be doing. You can't. You've got to be on a swivel, so you're moving a lot. So you're already at, you know, a disadvantage because you've got to move so much to look for deer. I'm not going to go too much into it, but I did punch a tag, like I said. You're going to want to watch that show when it comes out. It's a couple episodes away yet. I'm still getting caught up with all the editing that I have, with all the great footage that the guys have been sharing with us. But this is a perfect example of where I'm a hunter first and a cameraman second because I couldn't hear. All right. Now, what I will say as far as what I'll take away from that hunt is, and I corrected myself on 2 things. One, the broadheads I was using. I thought I had them dialed in. They weren't. And I talk about that. So make sure if you're using new broadheads, and especially if they're fixed blade broadheads, whether they're 3-blade, 4-blade, or single blade, whatever the case may be, make sure that they're dialed in, that you shoot them more than probably what I did. It cost me a chance in the morning. I went to expandables. And expandables are great. Now, yes, do you take a chance of them opening up? Yes, but for the most part, I've only ever had that happen to me once about 20 years ago. Other than that, never had a problem with expandables, and you'll see what happens when I change from morning to evening on that. Second, come to full draw as early as you can, depending upon your equipment and how long you can hold that bow at full draw, especially when you can't hear deer coming in and you only see them and they're tight up on you already. Give yourself the best chance to get that shot off without getting pegged, and you'll see why. So that's pretty much what we've done in the last week. David's been out once this week, saw a nice buck, and doe is just too far. Like I said, he's going out again tonight, so I'm hoping that he can punch a buck tag before the end of archery season here. I'm going to do some pheasant hunting today, and then I'm going to go hunt all day deer tomorrow. I might get out this evening, but I'm not sure. And then this weekend starts the rifle bear season here in Pennsylvania. It's the second weekend in a row of Sunday hunting, so we can hunt Saturday and Sunday for not only rifle bear, but several small game species. So there's a lot of opportunity here in Pennsylvania, and I'll definitely be out going after bear. Okay, I'm gonna go sit in the woods. I'm gonna take coffee, something to eat, my rifle, and we're gonna go to an area where I know there's bear, and if guys are pushing, maybe something will come through. I'm gonna be by myself. So like I said, guys, I should be in New York hunting, but if you can hear I'm a little nasally and I'm still getting over being sick, and I don't want to get, you know, my buddies and their boys sick. I miss them dearly. Daryl, Lewis, Blazy, Crew, Colton, Gage, Preston. Guys, good luck to you all this weekend. Knock some deer down in New York. Do me proud. I will be there next year. I've missed two seasons of deer hunting last year with my back being hurt, and I got sick this year. So I will definitely be there next fall, and I miss you guys, so, make us proud. But hey guys, if you're liking the content that we're sharing with you here on the Deer Ready series, let us know. And it's Thanksgiving next weekend, so we'll be bringing you a special Thanksgiving Deer Ready series as to what's going on for the next weekend and week ahead, and we'll go from there. But please click that subscribe button. We appreciate all your support. Follow us on our social media outlets, and guys, just get out there and go hunt. We'll see you next week.